If you're pitching in your trade show booth, you're leaving so much money behind. The stats say most businesses are losing money at trade shows, and we talk to business owners every single day. Now, some are converting and maybe doing okay, but if you're ready to learn an easier, faster way to get sales from trade shows, this is for you. Now, first, let me ask you, which one of these are you? Are you struggling to even get contacts in your booth? Or are you okay at getting contacts, but nobody's responding after the show? Or there's a third group that is actually doing okay because they've got emails and calling and they're working super hard, but the sales are still kind of lacking. Which one of those are you? Now, the old way of doing trade shows is stand there, pitch, collect contacts, maybe do some free giveaway, follow up forever, but that's outdated. The market has shifted. In this video, I'm going to show you a 4-step system to transform your booth into a conversion system. Now, if that sounds good, type leads in the chat, right? Like, let's go. So I'm Chris Crawford. I'm the founder of KA Media. We've been in the printing and trade show industry for over 15 years, which is crazy. We work with large brands, business owners, agencies. Now, real quick, if you run trade shows and want more leads, better conversations, faster sales, subscribe to this channel. I break down real booth strategies, messaging, conversion systems that work. So here's what most exhibitors do. They design a nice backdrop, maybe a banner. They show up, they stand there, they pitch people that make eye contact. Maybe they try to use a free giveaway. And when I say pitch, I mean they talk about what they do. Write this down. People don't buy what we do, right? So they often over-explain it. And now let me get into this. So they collect cards and they do all that kind of thing, and then they go home and they start sending emails. Now, does that work sometimes? Sure. Is it slow? Very. Here's the real issue. A trade show floor, it's chaos, right? I mean, there's a million things going on. Your prospects are talking to you and probably 30, 40, 50, maybe 100 other booths. So here's the takeaway. A contact is not a lead. Write that down. A contact is not a lead. If you don't remember anything else that I said, just remember that. A contact is not a lead. So what do I mean by that? A contact becomes a lead once they understand how you can help, right? How can you actually help them? Number two, they trust that you can actually help them. They trust you. You've got a relationship. And then number three, they see how you, your product, your service, your business is different or better than anyone else or anything else. So they see that you can help, they trust you, and they see how you're different or unique. When those three things happen, a contact becomes a lead. Does that make sense? So your entire goal is to show them those three things. But here's the thing. The booth is not the place to do that. It's the place to start a journey where you do all of those things. The businesses that get this right are dominating. So instead of pitching in your booth and trying to over-explain what you do, you need to transform your booth into the front end system. So here's what it looks like. So step one is you attract, right? Now we don't lead with our logo. So most booths lead with their company name. They've got a banner that has a list of products and services and maybe a catchy tagline, but that doesn't stop truly quality leads, because they could just go Google your services. Instead, we want to lead with a problem, right? We want to lead with a bold statement, lead with something that makes the right person be like, I want to learn more about that, right? Our market loves to be educated now, right? For example, if I had a banner that said struggling to convert trade show leads, right? Now the right person stops, not everyone, but the right people stop. That's the goal. We want to find our target market. We want to focus our booth on them. That's step one. Step two, now we want to capture those leads. So don't try to close the sale in the booth and over-explain. Instead, we want to invite them into something structured. Now, something that we can continue the conversation in a better environment after the event. And if you're doing giveaways, flyers, you've got something like that, give them that after you capture that lead information, right? So now we don't want to chase them after, we want to direct them forward. So number two is we want to capture those leads. Now, number three is we need to prime. This is building the relationship. So instead of months of, following up, emails, calls, that to cold, unrelated people, we want to bring them into an environment where we can teach, where we show how we can help, how we're the solution, how we're different. We handle objections, we build trust, we build credibility, we show what's possible. And when you do this, trust builds faster, belief builds faster, and sales happen faster and easier. Now, we call it the client relationship accelerator. Email automation, that was great a decade ago, but the market has shifted. Huge changes have happened in the last 4 or 5 years in marketing, buyer behavior, and it's all showing its way into the trade show market. So now we want to speed up the relationship building, right? Does that make sense? Number four is where we close. So sales don't happen because we talk more, we share more information, we share more case studies, we share more boring webinars. That's not what's closing sales. They happen because belief increased. And when you run a client relationship accelerator on the back end of your trade show, you speed up belief. So then people get on the phone and they're ready to buy. 80% of the sales work is already done. So the close, it just becomes natural. There's no longer a lift for you for sales for whoever's on the phone. You don't have to do all the discovery and uncover their pain and position your product. All of that is already done. So your trade show isn't just an event where you go build brand awareness and try to pitch and book some calls. That can work, but when you bring them into a system like this, it becomes an entire conversion engine. So you can learn all of this. We run Trade Show Profit Accelerator Masterclasses all the time. You can sign up, learn the whole system. There should be a link here somewhere. But now, even if you don't jump in to learn more from us, start thinking about your booth a little bit differently. It's not a sales floor, it's not a place to pitch, and it's not just presenting what you do. It's a place to capture contacts with the right intent. We want intent. The reason people don't respond after the show, if you're getting, the thing that I hear from a lot of people that do giveaways and capture a lot of leads is when people don't respond, it's because they didn't have the right intent. But when they're opting in for something that they want, a training they want, a virtual event, their intent is there. So now we have the opportunity to speed up the relationship. So like I said, the market's changed, buying behavior has changed. Businesses that evolve are seeing huge results. Now, who do you know that's doing trade shows, somebody on your team or somebody else? Share this video with them. In the next video, I'm going to break down exactly what to write on your booth hook. That's on your banner stand, the thing that stops people walking by and makes them come in. So if you've ever wondered what should go on your backdrops, banners in your booth, watch that next. Thanks for watching.